Hello everybody. It's 4 p.m. It's Tiny Turtle, and it's time for us to return to Pillars of Eternity. We are in Elm's Reach. Oh shit. I thought it was in... Well, this is the Twin Elms. Alright, okay, fair enough. And last time we played, we got halfway through a conversation with these people here, but we ran out of time, so we're gonna just redo it.
Sure.
Do it as a refresher. Oh, that's right. Hello, Theos.
You have stayed true to our cause, Inquisitor, when so many others have not. For every heretic we confess, for every betrayer that burns on our pyres, new sheep continue to flock to Iavara Ix Incios. But not you. I underestimated you in the beginning, but no longer.
You honor me, Grand Inquisitor.
It is not for honor that I summoned you today, but for duty. Too many of our own have confessed upon the wheel and the rack and the flame. Too many of our faithful have had their minds poisoned by the Kratom witch. The tide is against us now. We have but one option. Iavara's following must see her exposed for what she is. She must confess her heresy before my court.
So how would we reach her?
Not in Kratom, surely.
Surely.
Their lord has embraced her heathen faith and protects her with his army. But in Oceanus, things would be different. The king of Oceanus is a sinful man. We have helped him to see the error of his ways, and now he fears for his soul. He would pay any price for absolution.
Though this is where it met, I have no idea where Kratom or Oceanus is. I think I've heard him speaking of Oceanus before, but not Kratom. Actually, we mentioned her here, but I mean before that. So how would we get Iavara to move to Oceanus?
You told me once that you had never met Iavara. Now you will tell me the truth.
Yeah, we went with the dissident, liar, traitor thing. And, we decided that, well, I decided that since we said that we had never met her, we lied because I had the opportunity to lie to him, and that's what I want to do at every possibility. I'm instead going to go for the exact opposite.
I see. And did she return the sentiment?
I'm going for the yes.
I trust that you will snuff out this flame if it still burns. The gods do not take pity on traitors. You are wise to be forthcoming with me. I am willing to forget your prior lapse in memory. You have already done much for the Inquisition. I wouldn't ask this were there any other choice.
Desperate, then, to forgive me for lying to him. And here we go. Here goes a big talkie talk. Two identical women seem to fade into view as they move away from the great trees that camouflage them. Their skin is tree bark, rich and scaly, wreathed in a curling tangle of roots, buds, and blooms. Their hair hangs beneath the shade of serrated leaves like the drooping branches of the elms above, and the pupils of their eyes are encircled by hundreds or even thousands of concentric rings, as remark the accumulated wisdom of millennia.
Turn around, flesh creature. Outsiders are not permitted to approach the elms.
Do you not feel it, sister? Something familiar. An ancient soul.
I'm old.
Like the other one. Another defiler, no doubt.
Alright.
Let us fell him and be troubled no more. It would pay the debt of his predecessor.
Hilda is not a him, thank you very much.
So it would seem, Rhiannon. But we must not hasten to judgment. I see a different motive here. Different questions in these eyes.
Do you sense a soul in search of answers?
What of it, young trespasser? Is it as my sister says? Or are you here to stain this place with foul deeds?
This is awful. I have forgotten my purpose in the presence of this legendary beauty. Have I begun hallucinating in double? No. I'd gladly burn this place down, but I have more pressing concerns. But no, I seek a man who came through here. It sounds as though you've already met him.
There, by his own admission, Sheila.
Really, sister? And you wonder why your leaves begin to fall out before midsummer. Clearly that man did not want to be followed. Whatever the relationship here, I suspect it is anything but cordial.
Okay, little note about voice acting here. Sita speaks to her sister, and then it says that Rhiannon sighs. But there's no pause between here. What they should have done is pause, actually play a sound of Rhiannon giving a sigh, maybe with a rustle of leaves, because it speaks of a rustling sigh, and then continue. You don't need to focus on Rhiannon for her to actually speak a line. You can combine this. Having only one voice actor at a time, like when you're doing this, like in a block of text, is a really strange and antiquated way of doing this. There's no reason why you couldn't have her do the sigh. And speaking of which, I mean, this game already does a lot of there's a lot of sins when it comes to this kind of stuff. Like they will have a voice actor talking to you, and you will like be like said under duress or whatever, and then it'll be like, oh, he lets out a horrible cough, and he's like sounds like he's dying, and there's blood in his throat, and then he'll just continue talking like before, like no fucking problem. Is strange, and it's something that I wish writers in these kind of games, although there haven't really been a lot of these games, but I wish it's something that these games from now on in the future would actually do. Continue.
The answer is yes, old one. We crossed paths with Theos not long ago, and we can tell you where he went. But I find it curious that anyone would seek him out. Suspicious, even. If we are to help you find him, we would know why.
Well, let's be honest, stopping him might end Waidwen's legacy.
So that is the reason he passed this way. This is low, even for the Leaden Key.
I told you we should have confronted him, Sheila. He has always been a poison.
It would have been the last thing we ever did, sister. Who can be said to have ever gotten the better of Theos?
Well, I will.
Yes, but imagine how much fun it would have been. Can't you just picture him all strung up in vines like an angry little puppet?
But that's not what this is really about, is it? You are bound to that man. I see it now. You are awakened. Your soul is awake, and something once buried deep now wells to the surface. Past overwhelms present, closes in around you. Your time has nearly reached its end.
Not at all, I got plenty of time. But I do need to get to Theos.
I am sorry to tell you this, but Theos cannot give you what you seek. Nor can any man. An awakening cannot be undone, any more than your past can be undone.
Permanent, yep. Don't worry about it, Zagani. A bitter and grievous thing. So this will have been for nothing, and I'm going to lose my mind.
The soul is formless without a past to shape it. Did you truly expect to be able to wipe it away?
I would live with it if I could.
That is the penance we all pay. But penance cannot be paid for a past only known in fragments and glimpses. However, as much as my sister speaks truly that there is no way back from an awakening, there may yet be a way forward. Would you agree, Shiva?
I would. Were the way not so likely to end in death.
You underestimate me.
Or perhaps you underestimate your foe, Old One.
I do it all the
Where
time.
your soul is renewed in its ignorance in each span of your life, his only grows in cunning and resolve.
I can save and load the game. I don't need the whole fucking lifetimes of experience.
The man Theos you must already know by now. You are linked by a common past. Something about it lingers within you, festering, unresolved. What it is I cannot see any more than you. And without that knowledge, your doom is certain.
Alright.
But were you to learn the source of this discord, perhaps it could be put to rest. Though it is equally possible it will trouble you as much now as it did then, and merely speed your condition to its end.
My past comes to me in pieces. How do I unlock the rest?
You might wait for it to come on its own, of course. But when it comes, it will replace your sanity's last breath.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Such is the nature of your condition.
Sorry. That was my phone.
Or you could learn it from someone who already knows.
Theos? Would he remember?
It is said the gods made his memory perfect, that he may never forget his charge. If he ever knew, he still does.
Not that he would tell you, of course.
You have followed the right person for the wrong reason, it seems. We see it often beneath the elms. The soul dragging mind and body to unknown places for unfathomable reasons. You may have wandered into Theos's path many times, in many lifetimes, without an awakening to show you why.
The only thing that's certain is you did not find what you sought.
Alright, well, you said you know where he went.
He has gone down beneath the tower to a place older than we, where the people of Engwith once walked. He makes his way to the buried city, Sun and Shadow.
May he stay down there and rot with the remains of his people.
He won't.
He may yet. He won't be returning the way he came, that much is certain. He opened a secret path in the tower's base, and saw it destroyed behind him through some vile means.
Is there another way to get him?
We know of one. On the burial isle, through the court of the penitents,
Oh.
Braeth Yaman. A shortcut, in fact.
You're gonna give me a bunch of undead to fucking deal with, aren't you?
Don't be cruel, sister. The way my sister speaks of is not for the faint of heart. A great pit at the center of a forgotten court, where faiths were judged in place of crimes. To most, it is simply a gateway to death. With the help of the gods, it can take you where you want to go.
What do you mean with help of the gods?
The pit is said to have been a means of judgment by the gods. Those cast into it are meant to die. It is that way you must pass to reach Sun and Shadow.
Can we climb down?
The court is old. We do not know much for certain, but it would seem only the gods themselves can grant passage.
Oh, shit. I don't like messing with the gods, alright? What is this court?
No more than a ruin now. It is older than we. A place for the trial of heretics. We were not here to witness it, but at one time there was a group that refused to acknowledge the gods. Neither the first nor the last, of course, but these were numerous and all put on trial for it. Those who did not repent were cast into the pit and imprisoned below.
In Avernum?
The fall killed them, of course. The prison was not for people, but for their souls, and their sentences were eternal.
Fuck. Ghosts.
It is said that many of the condemned repented and were permitted by the gods to ascend from the pit, so long as they pledged their service to one of them. But these are old legends.
So how would I ever get the gods to help me?
Behind us is Ter Evron, said to pierce the shroud itself and a place of communion with all gods. If ever there was a time for prayer, you have found it.
Oh, shit. Alright, so the only way to get through this pit is to pray for help?
Not the only way. Just the only one that doesn't end with your body impaled on jagged rocks.
Alright, I get it. So who'd I pray to?
I would pray first to those gods you like best. I hope for your sake, the feeling is shared.
Oh, shit. There's another way.
None.
How do I pray?
Ter Evron is also called the Hall of Stars, and the stars show us the allegiances of the gods. When stars are in conjunction, we know the gods they represent are aligned as well. You should choose a place to pray where you'll be closest to those you want to hear you. If a god stands alone, you should pray to that god. If they band together, you should address them all. Choose your words wisely, for all gods expect proper homage, and none has patience for fools.
Alright, I have more questions, though.
What do you wish to know?
How did you know I was pursuing Theos?
The same way that you are no doubt able to peer into the ether and experience the souls of others. It is something we are born with, some more, some less. A gift common to many creatures of the wilds. You share certain similarities with the man you pursue. For your sake, I pray they are few and of no consequence.
Alright, well, you mentioned that people come to these elms will annoying why as well. The soul has a will all of its own. Its needs and whims are seldom understood, but they follow them all the same.
There is something about this place that reaches
Weird.
beyond our understanding. Something like a beacon.
Bacon!
The elms have a way of uniting souls that have been seeking one another, with or without their owner's awareness.
It kind of bothers me. They have these occasional lines of where there's no voice acting.
Sometimes it is for love, sometimes for vengeance, sometimes for peace. Often it is for no reason we will ever know. In your case, let us hope it is for peace.
Like here. This is just a little bit longer, but still, I mean, why not? Why not? Why not? I don't know.
Or vengeance.
Well, gee, look at that. Alright, so I want to know about the two of you.
There is little to be said about us, for we are bound here, caretakers and defenders of this place. Our journey has been over time, but not distance, measured in observations, but not experiences. We have seen the elms grow tall. We have seen cities built, burned, and built again. The only constant has been the tower, a silent companion through the ages. You can imagine why this recent destruction has stirred my sister so.
If you do nothing else, make that man pay for what he did here.
Done.
We will tell you what we can. Before
You would
Oh,
need to have twice
God.
as many lifetimes as he to repair his savage work.
Fuck. Damn it, shitty poop. How much do the armies cost? Like, God damn it.
all the same, think on this matter. Be assured in your course. In the end, it may mean all the difference, not just to his soul, but to yours. And be warned. Some questions have answers that can never be learned. And it is those that trouble the soul above all others. May you find an answer.
Motherfucker, piece of shit. Piddly piss fuck fuckery. I double clicked. That is so frustrating. I'm gonna go back. Because I want to see the options we had. I mean, fucking out. I'm not gonna just pick a fucking thing out of random. That's stupid. I'm gonna have to go through his fucking bullshit again too with Theos. Whatever, we can skip it. Theos, yada yada yada. Come on, come on, come on. Hurry it up. Yada yada, yada yada, yada yada.
You-
Thank you.
Huh?
Guns ready. Come on, 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 come on. Hello, friends. Blah blah. Come on, let's do the talkies. Let's do the talkies. Hello, buddies. Hello.
What of it, young trespasser? There!
Madam. Stopping him
So
is
I
Widow's
see
legacy.
you.
Get to him.
The soul is formless without a past.
don't
That,
live with it.
however, as much as my
You
scope
interested
of
in me?
To you.
Oh,
Past
it-
Theos, you said. Is there another way?
The pity the court is open.
This
Nafal
court-
killed them, of course. Behind us is Ter Evron.
not the only.
Pray.
I would pray first.
All the way.
None.
Ter,
How?
you should choose a place. What do you wish to know?
Questions.
This-
How
you
do you
share-
know?
If you do nothing else,
We will tell you
Four.
what we can. What do you wish to know? Before you go, tell me
There
this,
we go.
old one. I'm curious. If you were to subdue your enemy, what would you do with him? What would give you peace?
I guess, yeah, undo the harmy's cost. I think that's the best choice. Set him on a better path? No, I'm gonna kill him. We'll love and death when we trouble him anymore. Yes. Yeah, alright, so we randomly chose the best answer. So I wish to undo the harm he's caused.
you would need to have twice as many lifetimes as he to repair his savage work.
Don't I know it.
Oh,
And there we go. Whew. Sorry about that. I get a little bit more experience, but we're still ages away from leveling up because never mind. We just leveled up too. Sick nasty. And now need to pray to their gods. And this makes me nervous. Very nervous. The tombstone icon indicates a memorial. That's for the backers. Oh yeah, it's actually, yeah, it says it right here. Don't read it because it may break the fourth wall. Speaking of which, I'm on adventure. Kana, congratulations. What's here? Anything left to build? Oh, we're still building. 1 day, 20 hours. But wasn't there some asshole offering a sale, or was that lost with the reload? Yeah, well, that's fine. 3,200 copper thing is garbage. Okay, so... Fuck me, dude. Shattered and charred stone blocks the passage into Sun's shadow. Sun and shadow. Booksies. Another final journal of Jonas. So many of those. Way to go. Okay, so what am I missing here? Oh, the obvious thing in the middle. Oh, hello.
I've never seen anything like this. Almost beats the Southern Lights.
Oh, shit. Alright. Okay, I'm gonna do a quick save. I'm not doing Magran. I'm scared of her. Abaddon's the builder. Galawain. Cyclopedia. Deities. Abaddon, god of golems, machines, industry, strength, hope, and inspiration. Feared most commonly upon the laboring class, the golem is thought to have once been able to take a human resplendent form, as most of the other gods are, but then been somehow killed, only to force himself back into existence inside the shell of an immense golem. Various accounts of this death exist, and none are considered definite. Baroth, god of death, cycles, doors, mortality, and inevitability. Yet the keeper of this cycle of life and death, Baroth is thought to seek to claim the lives of those who have lived past their time. According to folklore, Baroth is seen as most often in the form of the Pallet Knight or the Usher, two skilled characters who lead such people to their deaths by way of challenge or trickery. So Baroth might actually want to support us. Iothas is dead. God of rebirth, redemption, dawn, spring, and light, traditionally shown as a man bearing a candle and wearing a silver crown, believed to have possessed the body of the Redstone farmer Waidwin during the Saints' War, and had been destroyed along with Waidwin at the end of the war. Gawain is the god of the hunt, assassins, pursuit, wilderness, and predatory creatures, sometimes thought to take the form of a fur-clad hunter or of a great hound. Gawain favors the survival of the strong and the culling of the weak. Aliyah is the goddess of the sky, maternity, creativity, birds, song, invention, language, and the arts. She might help us as well. Not known to take particular physical form, but thought to be present in birds of all kinds. So Hylia and Baroth. Magran is the goddess of war, fire, transformation, purification, consumption, and trials. Patron goddess of the Deerwood. Thought to have blessed the Gothamar bomb that destroyed Waven and possibly Iothas. Goddess of oceans, forgotten things, loss, relentlessness, and mourning. Said I once fallen in love with the moon and to have tried to draw it near with catastrophic consequences. People bring tokens to her temples of things they wish to forget, and her clergy sees the tokens cast into the sea. Rimergand is Rimer as a type of cold. God of entropy, cold, winter, bad luck, famine, and natural disasters. Manifests as a giant albino aurochs, moving amidst a great blizzard, and the plodding footsteps of Rimergand come death and disintegration. Skins the god of defiance, violent rebellion, secret hatred, covert plots, resentment, and envy, frequently pictured as a disfigured and scarred slave and worshipped most often by the subjugated and destitute. With this god of secrets, revelations, and illusions, we actually worked with him. Cryptography, obfuscation, perception, dreams, and visions. Whale is, in and of itself, a mystery with no consistent form or gender. Its followers revel in the acts of creating and unraveling mysteries. And what against the goddess of justice, the law, oaths, promises, rulership, vengeance, memory, and hierarchies. Depicted as an old noblewoman, bearing a broken crown upon her head. Said to have been once ruled over the other gods, but has since been overthrown. Okay, so Whale because we did him a favor. Hylia because creativity and language and the arts. And Baroth. Nope. Abaddon, Gello, and Magron. Then we have Hylia and Baroth. That's our way. What's here? Woodiga. Ooh. So Whale doesn't want anything to do with this either, I guess. Weird. And, Broth, of course. No, I mean, Eothas is just missing. So it's Broth or Hylia? I think Hylia. The strand sits before a bright constellation. It starts forming the oval shape of an egg. A pair of wings sprout from the egg, stretching out to either side. Is that an oval shape? I guess so. You say so. Let's pray to her. Oh shit, the ritual words. Live every note of life's song. You shut your eyes to pray. Oh, it's this thing. As you wait in darkness, the world around you changes. You feel sunlight, bright and warm on your face. A light breeze carries music to your ears. As vivid as these sensations feel, you somehow know they are not real. You look around and find yourself standing in an open-air temple built on a mountain summit. It's full of elves, Orlans, and assorted other kith. Covering the entire scene is a fringe of trees, the reddened branches filled with birds of all different colors, shapes, and sizes. Everyone is singularly absorbed in a particular pursuit. Orlans is with a canvas, a paintbrush in his hand, and jars of green, blue, and yellow pigments at his feet. An elf and an Amawa standing to the side are locked in conversation, their expressions dancing with delight. Still others scribble stanzas of poetry or crude sketches on sheets of paper, losing themselves in the delicate minutiae of lines and syllables. You feel the breeze again, and two elves basking in the sunlight shiver. The largest group gathers in the middle of the temple. They sing in a lush, chaotic harmony composed of several complementary melodies. Others drift toward the singers in ones and twos as if buffeted by a gust of wind or a phrase of a song. A ripple passes through. I think it's the wind, but the chirping changes to screeching. Hundreds of birds seek the skies, all headed in one direction, away. Oh, Heravius. This is bad. Something has them spooked, but they won't tell me what. And again, I think I must pronounce my bird, so I can probably call them incontinent. Ah, buddy. The devotees glance at the trees, which barely distracted from the activities. But the wind picks up, scattering their pages of poetry and art and ripping the songs from the lips. They look skyward, and you follow their gaze. A dark shape blots out the sun. You can't tell what it is, but as if it unfolds and expands, it seems to fill the sky. The wind roars over the summit. Is this a vision? And why is Heravius fucking... You seeing this as well? Is my entire party here? That explains the birds. Before you can flee, a shadow falls over the temple. It begins as a stain in the corner and spreads, blotting out the flagstones. It reaches the nearest kith, a black-furred Orlan. The darkness swallows her, leaving only a puff of smoke in her place. The two elves you saw earlier, a man and a woman, flee. Get a brief image of them huddled in the shadow of the mountain. They seem to see you too, and they reach out, calling suddenly after you. The others, however, seem frozen. As the shadow advances, they likewise vanish one by one. The driven gale scatters their ashes, and their charred remains of their creations. Songs of joy turn to screams of agony. What purpose, what lesson could possibly lie against its destruction? That's a good question. Like I said, I think this is some sort of vision. An omen of what's to come. And what we have to stop? Maybe? Question mark? You look again at the source of the shadow, where the eclipsed sun forms a blinding corona around the thing. You cannot make out any details. Hey, little Biggie. Little Biggie says, what? Which one for big boys? Of course you can cuss here. Fucking shit, right? But I can't actually put shit or fuck into the title. So, there's that. Restore my temple. You look down and find yourself standing next to Hylia's shrine in Ter Evron. Your pulse still races and your skin is damp with sweat from your strange encounter. Hylia's temple. Alright, you've got a mission.
Huh?
Can one do a mission for all these motherfuckers? I should find out. I have to restore Hylia's temple. It would be decent as hell not to pick sides when it comes to the gods. And, just try not to piss any of them off. Surely Hylia is a nice person, right? Sila, I have questions.
What do you wish to know?
Never mind, you're a
Until we
motherfucker.
meet
Rievana.
Sure.
I'm not gonna pick sides with the gods. The gods are bitter and vengeful, and I'm not agnostic.
Means being permanent.
I'm super agnostic, and I did hear that. You want to talk to me about it?
If those Delamgon are right, you and I are stuck with our awakenings. Not quite the news I was hoping for.
It's one of you got some good news, right? That's a dick. Has a dick thing to say. That just means we got to focus on finding Theos.
Yes, focus on the goal. A sensible perspective, particularly in the midst of such uncertainty.
I'm glad you agree.
And while I hate to turn the subject back to myself, this all has me thinking about Isilmir. I'm stuck with her now.
You know she's stuck with you? I can't imagine having her in my head. That is an elf. That is an elf.
You remember Brackenbury Sanitarium?
Yeah. And on the bright side, I got plenty of time to figure out how to deal with her. Well, like it or not, she's a part of you. And she could be a source of strength if you learn to work with her.
It's strange. I've lived with her most of my life, and I've always seen her as an adversary. It should have occurred to me the day she stood up to my father. But there's something about being too close to a situation to see it clearly. It will be a relief to stop fighting her.
No? He's freaking out. He's right. I think deep down I'd always hoped to find a solution elsewhere. When I was a child, I always thought my mother would come home with a mysterious cure, or that my father, without knowing it, could somehow send her away, just as he called her forth. I can't pretend that I didn't spend years of Arcane training hoping that one of my instructors would have the answer somewhere in his grimoire. Bluebeak says, is that an elf? Is that an elf? He's explaining to you, Tiny. We're being nice to it. He should be glad that he got her. Now he isn't 100% elf. Actually, I have no idea what she is. I think she's human. When I joined the Len Key, I hoped and believed that with enough loyal service, I'd gain the ear of someone in the organization who could help me. And when I met you and realized your unique talents, I hoped that you might be able to reach into my soul the way I've seen you do with so many others. I've been looking for someone else to solve my problem, and now I realize that I've got to face it on my own. I'm gonna go and say, most people need that kind of guidance. You don't.
You don't think so, eh?
Mm-hmm.
It's a comfort to imagine that all we've gone through has been for something. But it leaves me wondering where we'll be, where everyone else will be, when we finally track down Theos. That reminds me of something else the Delamgon said. About the gods not being real.
They said that? I don't know what that meant.
It's just... I can't help but worry at the state we'd be in if that was somehow true. If there were no power guiding us in this life and shepherding us to the next.
Let's just hope that's not the case.
Truer words were never said.
Can't talk about something? About your parents, motherfucker. Where's your mother gone so often? She was invited to join a Heimlich with the land at Thane when I was very young, as there was a five-day ride from her home into the Sithwoods, so that was a part of it. The real issue, however, was my father. Despite his initial agreement with the arrangement, father was never happy about it. He would hound and harangue my mother when she was home. He wanted to know whether she was intimate with the Thane, and no matter how many times she swore she wasn't, it was never enough. You can imagine that would lead to her coming home much less often, even though she still supported us financially. What's a Heimlich? It's sort of one marriage between folk and elf. Because the Aedir mainland has historically been split between two races, we have many institutions that are designed to normalize relations. Our monarchy is headed by folk, but an elven consort rules alongside the reigning Fyrkaning or Mequin. This is the most prominent example of Heimlich. In many cases, a Heimlich allows two households to pool resources. Among the aristocracy, Heimlichs consolidate power sometimes. In my mother's case, a Heimlich is a means for a noble to add another administrator to his or her household. Consorts are received with almost the same level of respect as their noble counterparts, which can be extremely useful. Of course, Heimlichs are sometimes used to sanitize an extramarital affair. I don't know if that's really any better, but it seems to satisfy common notions of decency, and elf and folk unions are sterile, which no doubt eases some concerns. Really. And he flies some problem with his temper. He had a problem with my mother's Heimlich. Even though they agreed upon it long ago, that the financial benefits would be considerable, that it was a little different from his role as the Earl's steward, it ate at him. And so he drank and raged. When she was home, he raged at her, and when she wasn't, he raged at me. More than anything, he wanted me to become an arcane knight in the service of his Earl. I think he felt this would validate his chosen career and master. He was a firm man, as you saw, but in the end, I became a successful wizard, due no small part to his strictness. It's hard to see it at the time, but sometimes pressure is useful. Alright. That's what everyone to know. And that's all.
Yeah?
Oh my god, Blue Piggy, you're elf racist! God, you're fantasy racist. Okay, so we need to restore temple. Earn a divine favor. Oh dear. It seems the gods wanted something from me to in favor. I'll have to complete the task given to me in the vision. To reel the mountaintop temple beset by a terrible menace. Alright, so... Oh! What do you know? And we're not done exploring though, so... Scoot. Tell me, Blue Piggy, why do you hate the elves? Oh, hello, Bletta.
Many blessings, traveler.
Welcome, Master Amor. I've got herbs and potion for sales. Looking for something to ease your travels or something to make them more interesting. Wink. Oh, you're a fucking druggie. Whiteleaf! I was at a porcupine hole while smashing Whiteleaf. You gotta make certain poisons. Tonics that heal and lighten. Of course, many beneficial substances can be harmful if taken in great quantities, but let's choose Ruthless way of keeping all things in balance. So, there's plenty. Concentrated Carogolan, Underseal Spider Venom, Rotten Blood Musk Extract, Cave Moral mixed with Skein Bone. I need a mixture of Cave Coral and Skein Bone. Shrug. You're funny. Here, just because I like you. What do you mean to do with it? See that it doesn't get misplaced. Half the dose would kill an Amawa. Slowly perhaps, but surely. Okay, we got poison now. I don't know why. Oh, flask of war paint. Ooh. 20 seconds. But of course, knowing my party, they would drink it. Because that's what they fucking do. I would like the sapphire, the emerald, the opal. I think that's it. Do you have anything to dump on you? Fine. And fine quarterstaff. Armor? Keep the exceptional one. Alright. And 3,400 back, so. Alright. Isolt? How you doing, sucker?
Estremor?
Do you seek the wisdom of our herbalist, or simply to bask in Waritha's glory? What do you believe? We believe that knowledge is found in the earnest exploration of the natural world. We do not, as some have said, oppose the gods. We simply believe that we have found a brighter, more peaceful path than devotion. We are the Ovids, druids, philosophers, and students of nature, who gather here to share knowledge and celebration. Many travelers come to us for poultices and remedies, blood and stands the cures and poisons of nature like no other. And who is yours? Hi, Ovid Arona leads us. She sometimes journeys to Elmshire to renew her strength, however. She's there now with some of her closest followers, in fact. Arona is a mighty elm among us. She's lived for generations. There are none who understand the world as well as she, and we are fortunate to have her wisdom to answer her questions. Arona is... sure. Okay. I'll meet her. Maybe. If I can find her. Hello, Tumbrin. What do you want? Hail to you. Merry time in the Golden Grove you're enriching. Thanks. And hail to you, Autumn Orlin. Oh. That obvious. Damn. What up? Tranquility begets a receptive mind. With my eyes open, I see your birth form. But when I look inward, I see the Autumn Stilgar. Oh, we can talk. I don't know if you can sense it, but you're right about me being the Stilgar. What do you know about the beast? Why was I ostracized for just being able to assume his form? Is there a cure? I know the beast is often sent by Galloway as a sort of trial. Many on Amfatha are tested by the Autumn Stilgar. Those bested and consumed by the beast have their soul torn from their bodies and lost for all time. So much I'm right. Are you saying that I have such terrible power? This used to be some sort of... Why isn't I watching for this? If your spirit form were a bee, would you be mystically compelled to make honey? Were it a bird, would you spend your all day making nests? I'm saying this is what the animal your form resembles is known to do. It seems you are eager to leap to your own conclusions. I don't normally advise one to speak with the circle of blood sands, but given your circumstances, the ethic knoll may prove insightful. Read the stone slabs carved by the druids of the blood sands. There are answers to be found as well as more questions, but you must explore them for yourself. So, what's written in them? Rubbish, incessant need for sacrifice. A few bits of wisdom in Galawain. We need that. Ludwig says, their classic traits on elves. The classic traits of elves are pretty much the traits I hate. Oh, yeah. Being good at bows. Fuckers. Living in the forest. Scumbags. Pointed ears. Disgusting. I'm making fun of you now. I'm sorry. I'm just a Galloway and I'm trusting Whale. They'll bless you in their own difficult ways. Alright. At this point, I should trust Whale something to show me in the blood sands. So let's go to the motherfucking blood sands, yo.
Huh?
I forgot about those. Ooh, it's gonna be cute. It's gonna be cute. Golden leaves flash and shine as they fall from the trees. That's not super cute, but sure. Alright, it's pretty. I was hoping for like a fucking squirrel again. Mint squirrels. Squirrels are great. Huh? Oh? Where's this? Where's this go? Nowhere! Fuck you! Scumbag? What the hell? Fucking tease. Oh, wait. There's a thing over here. Got it. A golden celery. Big ass. Have you become an elf lover? No. There's something you should know. Do you see that? Hilda's a pale elf. That means she's an elf from the South Pole. She is a member of a race of elven Vikings. And she lived in Valia as a Viking/merchant. Oh no, what a shocking revelation. The water tastes sweet and refreshing. Are you drinking that? Somebody peed in that. Guaranteed, somebody's been peeing in the water. Dingbat? Vika says, by the gods, I don't even know what to think anymore. Don't worry, she's a Viking. Alright, so. Uh-oh. Much war paint. You get war paint from what? Sacrificed? Well, that's quicky savvy, and scooting in. Let's see what the blood sands have for us. Luke says, what's the point? She's a true warrior and an elf? Yeah, no, dude. Well, she was a merchant Viking, and she's a chanter. Yeah, I mean, she summons dragons and kills people. Luke says, fine, I will swallow my pride and accept Hilda into the fold. That makes me happy. Oh, look at that, it's Kibrigaros. With Gnoll, welcome your presence, supplicants. Your sacrifice feeds the land, supplicants. Come forth. Estramor. Kin doesn't come here to share with the tribes. What do you want? Well, I think Gnoll. Yes, we are. As I said, Estramor and rarely visit our halls. Their orders thrived for generations. Before we came to the Twin Elms, our rites fed the lands of the Eastern Mountains. Now we shed blood for the Erklan Foth. The only thing that must end, or sacrifices bring a new beginning. We sustain what's to come. Everything must die to return to you, Estramor. Through the sacrificial rites, we offer supplicants the honor of giving their most precious gift back to their brethren, back to the land. The blood gives us strength. Even the Glanfathans have come to depend on the blood paint. They brim with power before battle, all thanks to the sacrifices of their kin. So, what is the place? The Glanfathans call this place Blood Sands. We call it home. The ethnic Gnoll have tended to the land from within this cave since before the arrival of the tribes to the Twin Elms. He keeps crossing his arms. Be warned, Estramor. If you bleed life to nurture it. Our sacrifices may strike you as savage, but the health of these lands depends on them. It is unseemly for guests to insult their host. To insult their host? Come on, dude. Come on. Remember, Estramor, you are a guest in these halls. Respect our ways and we'll tolerate your presence among us.
Huh?
Right? It's all good, it's all good. Kind of a Mayan theme here, so if you guys don't sacrifice blood, the sun won't rise. Smoke curls up from these charred skeletons. The smell is nauseating. Oh my god, somebody got burnt. Hey, none of yours. Hi, everybody. Talon? Oh. Are you gonna fucking... Don't burn yourself, dude. Burning death is a bad way to go. Nope. Oh! I can take this. Mine. Hello, Naka. The petitioner before you is swathed in loose-fitting robes. Her hair is greasy and matted, glossy from sweat and grime because of her exposed skin. She has the swollen features of pregnancy and several missing teeth in her big, grinning smile. As you approach, she slowly turns to you and examines you from head to toe, smiling the entire day. So, time. Joyous day to you. I'm Naka, midwife and lore keeper. You pregnant? Dude. Ah, dude. You're okay. Flawless. Apologies, I should be left to my meditation. Part of the strength is invigorating. It was overwhelming to the senses. She's just a fucking fighter. What a fucking badass.
Huh?
Ah, I love her. She's so cool. She's kind of gross, but she's so cool. Hell yeah, to the veggies. What the fuck do you want? They weren't using them.
Yeah?
Damn it! There's a fucking chanter there.
Steady does it.
Oh. Oh. Hey,
Sure.
Well, I saw that.
Nice and slow.
Okay. I'm not neutral or evil. I'm just a sociopath. I think that's the best way to describe me. I am a benevolent sociopath. I fight evil. I destroy evil. I kill all the evil guys. And sometimes I take stuff that isn't. Well, because so why are you stealing? Because it's for the greater good. Me. And because I want money, and money helps me kill evil, bad people. Plus, you're not gonna miss some vegetables or like 700 copper pieces. Granted, that's a lot of money, but come on, right? Another flame blade. Ugh, another dead body. Oh no.
As your blood flows, so shall your essence. Your life's energy shall feed the soil, and your soul's energy shall enrich the community. This is by your own choosing, supplicant?
Oh no. The dwarf grips a hatchet with both hands and raises it over his head. He throws his shoulders forward and swings the weapon to the elf's chest, connecting with a meaty thump. Blood gushes from the blade and sacrifices screams that rend the air. Oof. I did say I wanted to see the teachings of the other druids, but that was a bit fucked up, mate. Despite his early agreement, the elf thrashes at the stone table, his torso arching and while his arms and legs remain tight in places. Meanwhile, the dwarf spreads his arms wide and allows the blood to splatter his robes. When the elf is finally silent and still, the dwarf pulls the hatchet from the body and wipes it on his helm. Yes, it is! Okay, Blue Piggy says, so you're saying the end justifies the means? That's not really benevolent. No, I'm just saying, I'm a hero. I'm going to save the world. I deserve the money. Alright? I use it to help other people. I do. I mean, every time I've gotten the chance to really help somebody or like say, hey, I don't need a reward, I've done it. So what if it was stolen from him? I just mean, I'm the good guy. I'm the good guy here. He streaks of red-brown blood and globs of tissue and work themselves into the mitted grooves of the stone. That's disgusting, not the tissue.
Right.
Big says that's more like lawful neutral. Well, lawful neutral is something that follows the law, isn't it? I wouldn't say chaotic neutral either, because that's I would say chaotic good. Because says, hey, you don't need to reward me. I raided your storage anyways. The dwarf wears crimson robes that are stained and streaked with dark patches. His face is smooth, but lacking youthful elasticity. It's as if the lines and wrinkles have been formed and erased many times over. He watches you with eyes like two black pits as he wipes his hatchet on his robes.
No one comes to Blood Sands without a purpose. What is yours?
Who are you?
I am the Archdruid of the Ethnic Null. For centuries it has been my duty to guide our rituals and guard our knowledge. It is work that requires a certain resilience, but it is not without its benefits.
So tell me about the Ethnic Null. We are a druidic order that has been in the Twin Elms since the Engwithan times. Our founders came from the White March seeking a place where we might practice our beliefs in peace, as it were. Unlike most of our Glanfallen brethren, we seek answers in the world around us rather than in the teachings of the gods. Blue Piggy, I got a question. If you see a chest, and it doesn't belong to you, in a video game, it's a chest, doesn't belong to you, but there's something in it, do you go in there and take it? Or do you leave it? Knowing that there's loot there that could be yours. But do you pass it on because you're lawful neutral? Because you don't want to be a thief? Unlike most of our Glenfallen brethren, we seek answers in the world around us rather than the teachings of the gods. Ludwig says, if I know someone owns it, I won't take it. Fuck, dude. Oh. Fine, alright. I'll stop stealing. I'll stop stealing, alright? I just wanted the loot. There's no character, like, roleplay motivation for it. I just wanted cash dollar. But I'll stop it, alright? Hilda, I guess Hilda... She's a Viking! Of course she steals, but she steals from bad people. Generally. Not good people. I'll not steal as much. Set up it says in RPGs, when I find a chest in a house, I look it. I took it. Like in any of the Final Fantasies. But in Skyrim I didn't steal. It says, you're playing a D&D game. I'm not playing a D&D game. This is original. Don't steal. Alright, copyright it. We believe that all life has the power, and that this power can be siphoned and conducted. We are not, as some suggest, madmen and murderers. All of our rituals are conducted with willing participants and through methods that have been tested and refined over centuries. This allows us to create the war paint for which we are respected, if not loved. What's war paint? A special unguent, binding raw essence to the wearer. It grants incredible advantages in combat and has made us indispensable to the tribes. Whatever they say about our practices, almost all of them have made use of a war paint at some time or another. Fascinating indeed how the most strident objections can be overcome by circumstances. Oh no, it doesn't have any rules. Hitler doesn't actually have an alignment. I'll show you in just a moment, actually. Your sacrifices? You merely believe that, and giving up something of value, the energy from the subverted elsewhere. It is not different from what folks practice all over the world. You can return the soil, sail a ship, or move a cart, and you must expend energy. But we're best known for a practice of kith sacrifice. It is the most potent form of sacrifice because it releases the most energy, which is still the essence of an entire soul into raw power that can strengthen the body, fortify the soul, and extend life. So where are you different from the Ovis of the Golden Grove? Golden Grove. I remember when the Rona came up with the name. It used to be as green as the rest of the forest, you know? We're more similar than they'd like to admit. We both believe in achieving power without the double-edged aid of the gods. But their fantasy is pure creation, something from nothing. They blind themselves to the fact that all life, from the mightiest dragon to this limited blade of grass, requires death. And the greatest ends require the greatest sacrifice. I could say I agree. I just make sure I'm holding the knife, or I mean, yeah, that's an interesting thought. I'll have to ponder it further. Nice enough sentiment. A warpaint. I'm no merchant elf. Talk to the keeper of Wurda. She's around here somewhere. All right. Okay. So, oops. Hilda. Hilda is a 10th level chanter, pale elf. She's from Old Valia, was a merchant Viking. She had her own ship and lost it to pirates. She's strong, but she's more very, very buff. Average dexterity and perception. Incredibly smart. And incredibly resilient, or resolve, whatever. And she's a mechanic. And she does lore because she's smart and she's a chanter. And her alignment is basically represented with the reputations. Reputations are, well, at least the ones I got: benevolent 4, clever 2, stoic 1, aggressive 2, diplomatic 2, passionate 2, rational 2, honest 2, and deceptive 1. So she's primarily benevolent. Well, then she's got streaks of cleverness, aggression, diplomacy, passion, rationality, and honesty. And occasionally, rarely, she's deceptive or stoic. And in Reputation Continue, Defiance Bay consider us moderately good. Gilded Veil thinks we're overwhelmingly good. Tearfort thinks we're moderately good. Trail Elms, moderately good. Knights of the Crucible, moderately good. The Dawsons, faintly mixed. House Dominal, faintly bad. Ethic Null, faintly bad. And Always of the Golden Grove, faintly good. That's all there is. There is no lawful good or lawful evil. There's just how people see you and what you're known for. The game judges you, and the people judge you based on what you do and what you've done. Not by whatever stat you chose when you started the game. Which I think is kicking right.
My thoughts will be as silent as my feet.
Alright, you motherfuckers. Oh, there's a path through here. These cars are spooky. Oh, I want to steal. The bravest sons and daughters fallen up by...
Is not the waters sacrificed unto the plant, and the plant sacrificed unto livestock, and livestock unto man? When the lesser soul is sacrificed to strengthen the greater soul, the whole of our family grows stronger. I suppose I get the argument. We all have to kill and eat, constantly for that matter, to live. This sounds like it's talking about the Blood Sands rituals. I wonder how, or even if, this is relevant to me.
Have you considered that the Autumn Stilgar may have been sacrificed to you? That Galawain was making you stronger? It didn't occur to me, but I did win the fight. If Galawain were truly displeased with me, I can imagine I'd have walked away from the trial alive. I don't know. It just sounds like they're trying to justify the practice of killing people. That's fair enough. That's what they say. But not the words of Esther
Is
Moore.
not the waters sacrificed unto the... We are...
Shh. Okay, alright. I know. I wasn't reading it for you, you son of a bitch. The bravest sons and daughters fall not by the swords of Estermod, but by the daggers of their brethren. There, alright? I was reading for me. Because it's cool, but alignment to me is more of a personal trait than others' opinion. I mean, yeah. But this is also keeping track of the traits that we, portray. Because really, alignment, unless you have a system in which you can detect good and detect evil, alignment doesn't really mean anything. Other people will not treat you based on what alignment you are, you know? Okay, let's say this is real life, because this is kind of how the rules work in this game. If you meet a person just, on the street, they're not going to treat you based on whether you're lawful good or chaotic evil. They're going to treat you based on, well, primarily appearance. But let's say they know about you. Let's say that you've got some sort of reputation. They will judge you on what they've heard and what your reputation is. And your reputation may be that of a psychopath, but you may be entirely lawful good and super nice, but the reputation precedes you, and so on. Which says yes, and I hope future D&D games use the same alignment of this game and keep the old one. I'd take it. Hello, Rita. Oh.
Estremor.
Welcome to the Blood Sands. It is rare that an Estremor sets foot in these caverns. Sets foot in these caverns. What brings you here, I wonder? What do you do here? I sell and maintain certain goods for the preservation of our order, and I perform some of our ritual sacrifices. How do these sacrifices work? We've already heard about this. The Blood Sands. Already I've heard your questions bounce along these halls. You asked for rest and silver practices, did you not? Yeah. This, the raw, bloody heart of Erglen... Wait. This, the raw, bloody heart of Erglenfoth, where some come to give their essence back to their people, for others seek a noble escape from their trials. The legacy of the builders of the tribes was not merely an Adra in stone, but a sense of community. It is here that the Glanfathans come to sacrifice what is most precious, even their own lives, to preserve it. Where's got from, buddy? More war paint. War paint is pretty good, but I don't need it. Way to bust it. Question. Then, you have alignment as a personal trait. What happens if you attack civilians? Is no one in your party going to object? Are all of you silent? Let's find out. Alright, should be a couple of videos over here. Idiots. Yeah, there they are. Couple supplicants. So, experiment.
Let's go.
Nice. Alright, next one. And next one. Battle over. Looties. Seems to me that they don't give a fuck. These guys are no good. Speed this up. My dragons!
My mind feels sharp.
Holy shit! Somebody exploded. So, The battle's over. Oh, the battle's not over. Oh, nice. I love these cool magic attacks. Oh, looks like looks like nobody gives a fuck. No arguments. Well, I think Null hates us. Oh my god, Purgatory. Ah, nice! He had a custom weapon! Anything else? Blood blesses Skane Cultist Robes. Skane Cultist Robes? You motherfuckers. Well, game. Set up this as in Baldur's Gate 1 and 2, if you had good allies and were an evil main and did bad things, they would leave your ass or try to kill you, same as if you was good and had one evil teammate or such. That's true. I never did suffer that because I surrounded myself only with good people. And one neutral dingbat, whatever. Bloodbeaker says, this is where the PoE alignment system fails. But like in previous D&D games, whatever you did didn't change your reputation. The best way is to mix these two systems, because in reality, you wouldn't be quiet if your friends would all suddenly start killing people. Yes! I think there should be more reaction to this kind of stuff. Especially from our buddy here, the Orlin. Because we're here to find out more about his affliction, from reading all these things, and instead we're here just fucking killing people? I don't think he'd be happy about that. But evidently he doesn't give a fuck.
As souls split into multitudes, many lives come from one. The truest of power comes from sacrificing the shard to return its strength to the Mother Stone. The many lives from one sounds familiar. I was taught that sometimes between death and rebirth, a soul splits perfectly in two, creating two viable souls from one. Sounds strange, but it makes sense when you think about how the population has risen in generations. It's kind of a mathematical necessity that some process like this is happening.
So what did the whale lead you to this tablet? If the druid really wanted me to see this tablet, and if whale really is guiding my quest for knowledge, there's someone out there who has the same soul path as me? So what? That's probably the true of most of us. I just can't shake the fear that I'm the shard and my destiny is to be fed to something greater. Oh, hey dude. Guess we won't do me any good.
Yeah?
Just sacrifice yourself for me, little buddy. Blippi says, the only way to have a reaction is to have an alignment system. I kind of disagree. For an example, you don't need to have a lawful good or chaotic evil when it comes to, say, killing civilians. If you kill a civilian, well, you can set them as you can say that they're part of a faction. They're part of the innocent civilians faction, and all your characters would have a reaction to you going against the innocent civilian faction. You don't need to have a character set to lawful evil or chaotic evil to have him react to this. You just say, okay, if you start killing innocent civilians, that guy's gonna go, nice, let's do some more of this. Whereas a lawful evil guy might only be affected if, also we say lawful evil, but he doesn't need a lawful evil tag. That's what I'm saying. It might be affected only if the police, like the law and order, if his reputation with law and orders are dropping, because he doesn't mind killing innocent civilians. But when he starts being affected by the law and starts seeing possibility of repercussions, then he might get mad. But as Luke says, but obviously if you're a psychopath that is human, you wouldn't care if you slaughtered human civvies.
Huh?
Yeah. Alright, what's this? But I don't know, there's all kinds of different ways that you can do this kind of sort of alignment system, morality systems. And I think they're actually very interesting to think about. They're fascinating. Game design, y'all.
Each generation, the Anamthoth must stand before the autumnal beast in judgment. The wise endure, passing on their strength. The weak are eaten, their souls ripped to pieces and lost for all time, removing such weakness from the cycle.
At the start of this session, I mentioned voice acting and how they don't do these things. And I think that's a mistake. I think that with when you're doing this kind of voice acting, you should actually cough uncomfortably and then continue. There should be a pause, a cough, and then continue. The guy's an actor. He can do it. You can get the actor to cough for you and then keep reading. You don't need to just give him empty lines. In fact, if I was in charge of their voice acting, I would make sure that they would get this text, all of it. Each generation, pause, hit obvious reads from the Glenfell text. The Anamthoth. Like he doesn't pause here, the actor. But the actor needs to know that Hiravius is reading from the Glenfell text, and then, more importantly, Hiravius coughs uncomfortably and continues. They need to know there's a pause, a cough, and continue. Blink says, of course, you need to go deeper in 9 alignment. I see it more as a basic system bluff.
Well, I guess maybe my tribe wasn't entirely wrong about my spirit form being some sort of soul terror. I suppose I was hoping to hear a different answer on the matter, but...
How many souls have you destroyed? It's either did it ever occur to you that Galawain was testing you and you passed? Versus, but it's worth asking, in all your times walking in Autumn Stilgar's fur, how many souls have you destroyed? I think safe to go. Did it occur to you that Galawain was testing you and you passed? That's a very good point. What did I think of that? Maybe I'm thinking about this all wrong. I mean, I survived the encounter. I started an encounter with the Autumn Stilgar. Plenty of Anamthoth can say the same. For years I've been telling myself my tribe judged me unfairly. Guess they weren't completely wrong. Well, enough of punctuation for the moment. No more. Let's go with all our tablets.
Yeah?
You know it, sucker. What else? Oh, no. He's an Orlan. Orlan are like... I guess they're like savage barbarian halflings. They are... Yeah, they're also like uncivilized murder halflings. They're furry and angry and wild and... Well, some of them are civilized, but only some of them. Where the fuck is the entrance to this thing? My screen is so dark. Where's the entrance to this thing? There's a chest there.
My thoughts will be as silent as my feet.
Your feet are silent?
Steady does it.
No. That is the symbol of the Jerusalem faith. There, secret door, motherfucker.
No.
Aha!
Nice and quiet.
Clicky, motherfucker. Oh. Shit. Oh my god. Oh, thank god they're not mad at me. Oh my god, I saved, triggered the trap, and... Oh... I was so scared. I was so scared. I was so scared they were gonna actually get mad at me.
I shall be discreet.
Oh my god. Alright, trap
Found
detected.
something.
Get rid of it, please.
Yeah?
Come on. Come on. I can take this, right? It's like in a grave. Right? It's just sitting there. Nobody's gonna use it. Look, that is the symbol of Jerisa. Alright? That is the Jerisite faith. Alright? I have claim to that. See a fucking diamond in there. What is this? Lore, perception, resolve, and dexterity. I'm taking it. I'm taking it. I can't help it. Well... Blood Testament. I need to build my monk. I don't have any monks. Alright, so I'll leave that. See? I'm taking them. I'm taking the war paint. But, I mean... Lubick asks, what is your character's religion? Are you okay with grave robbing? Yes! We don't actually have a religion yet. Not really. I mean, I guess it would be, whatever, the goddess of song and art and beauty and whatnot. So on, all that garbage. Okay, what you have? Constitution, might, and resolve. Perception, dexterity, and +2 lore. Yeah, alright. Alright. Anyone want this shitty cloak then? No. No. No, absolutely not. That's a shitty cloak. It's not shitty, but I'm not going to be using it. Ah, a tiny beetle? A pet that I didn't notice? Oh my god, the tap. You have a tabby cat. The piggy is going to take a break. She's been on her feet all day. Hey, kitty. Hey, kitty. Aw, look at kitty. What a cute kitty. Cute cutie. There's one. Is this one? I don't think so. Where are the other ones? Then I look at this right. Sharply says, from a logic standpoint, it's better to make use of them than not to. Yes! I'm a hero. And my character's beliefs are that, I mean, if those items are being wasted, it's better to put them to use. To actively fight evil with them. Where's that last thing? Fuck you, headset. Fuck you. We looked at this already. We looked at... Is there a thing here? I didn't see one. We looked at this already. Do you guys see any other writing? Because I don't see any other writing. We looked at this. We looked at this, right? Is there something here? Ugh, I'll have to just run around again.
As souls, we are.
Yeah, we already read this. Okay, go back there. Troop, troop, troop. Run for it, you motherfucker! Come on! What are you doing? Lazy ass piece of shit! Come on! What are you doing? You call this running? Oh shit! We're leaving the kitty behind. Come on, kitty. Come on, kitty. I'm ready to put the cat. I want a beetle. The cat goes in my backpack. Hey, tiny beetle! Aw, it's so much cuter. It's so much cuter. Stupid supplicant. Thank you. It's not grave robbing. It's grave making use of.
is not the water. We already...
Yeah, I remember this one. I know. But I can't find any others. I can't find the last one. Is there the last one? Ah, shit. Thank goodness for good pathfinding, by the way. Or at least decent pathfinding. Nothing in here. Double son of a bitch. And this just leads back over there. There's no text there. There's no text here. Is there text here that I missed? Don't believe so. Guys, fuck. Help me, dudes. Oh, we should actually, Could you close this, please? No? Okay. What do you steal the dead body's money? I'll take it. He's dead. I would take it if it was to become an inheritance, though. See? I'm a nice guy. Come on, dude. Hey, is the dead body gone? Ah, they got rid of the body. Good for you, Archdruid Reston. Good for you. Big says, well then again, you have religions where you have to pay a ferryman. What if you steal a dead body's money? You doom him to eternal suffering. You have to read what I said before that.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
Big again. I mean, I wouldn't do that. But I can't very well just... No, you know what? Somebody else is gonna bury him.
Generation. The honor... We already...
I know we already read this one, but what do we do? I can't find it. I'm such a useless piece of human garbage. I can't find it. What was this? Wait, I read this right.
Upon Burial Isle, the two men meet
Fuck.
again for the first time, though it was the last thing they did. The many-colored beast rent them both asunder. They were in death, merged, and made whole again.
Look, it says, so grave robbing is truly a question of morality and religion, especially religion. There's a superstition that says, don't walk in a dead man's shoes. It says, none of the D&D religions have that, just Greek-Roman. Wait, I was trying to say something here. It's more, I think realistically speaking, it's more of upsetting the family because you pillaged their grave, like you stole something that they consider memorabilia that they put there to remember them by, and that's uncool. I guess that's the only really thing that's stopping Hilda, at least. Upsetting, like, the relatives and the loved ones of the dead person. Alright.
Story. Two guys meet in the belly of a soul-eating creature. Maybe someday I'll eat two of the most insipid deer wooden lumberjacks, and they'll spend an eternity discussing beer whilst haunting my colon.
That's a good question. Might it really destroy souls, it says? This was a footman. Sounds like Galloway made you gave you an incredible power. You're the one to ask for help for his help. It's not like he came to you. Fine, you're making a good point. I guess I've been mad about the details when in fact I was able to master the spirit shift after petitioning Galloway, just as I asked. I want to be a better hunter, the greatest. There's probably some lesson here about tempering one's desires. If you add what the other tablets were saying about the Stelgard judging the Adam Fatha and uniting lesser souls and such. Okay, so the druid was right. I did need to read the tablets. Too bad I'm so confused. Are you rethinking your opinion of Galloway's gift to you? Yeah, this puts a lot of things in perspective. If you take a step back from it, Galloway must be having a great laugh of how slow a study I am to learn this lesson. I doubt any of this knowledge will change the opinions of my home tribe. And having met some of the other druidic practices out there, I think I'd rather remain a drifter. So now, adding it up, I want to head to the Burial Isle. The name was mentioned in the tablets and it's implied there might be other Autumn Stelgers there. And now know that emissary to maul me for a good reason. It wasn't strictly malice. I was sort of hoping to find out that the soul-eating talk was just rumors. Alas, maybe I'll meet the prey Galloway wants me to hunt. Or I'll find out I'm the quarry. You want to remap? No. So what now? If and when you make it to the Burial Isle, I'd like to explore the area. The tablets suggest that many have gone there to be murdered. Sorry, judged by the beast. I'd say they're dying to see it again, but Whale and Galloway both seem insistent on leading toward that event. So when you're ready, let's head to this Burial Isle. Eventually, motherfucker.
Yeah?
Explore the Burial Isle. How about fuck you, mate? No. You got a thing to do for another god first. Also, speaking of which, Sharp said none of the D&D religions have that. Just Greek Roman. With the toll for the ferryman. I don't believe any of the religions in this game have that either. For fuck's sake, the animate is still here.
Next time we get the chance, I'm buying you a pint. That means a lot, Adair. Oh, do you want one too? Sorry, I meant for Issamir. I'll get you one too.
You fucking twat. Hey dear, you're adorable. You're a shithead. Alright, we are ready to move out of this area. It only took us an hour and 30 minutes to explore half of the area. Alright, well, it's good. We got shit to do now. Plenty of stuff to explore and look at and meet people to talk to. I want to go to Hearthsong before we go to Old Song. I want to go back to the Gathering Hall. I want to see if there's any sort of reaction to me destroying the head of a tribe and leaving the dead man's descendants with descendants entirely made up of weak souls, as they described it. Scooter Tooth. Hey, actually, I will say something about this game. A small disappointment. In Baldur's Gate 2, at night, when you open the door would open, and light would be cast out. And it would just be like a layer on top of the main map. But it looked really good. And I kind of wish this game did that too. That every time you open it, that, you know, you could click this door and it would open. And if it was night, it would actually cast the light out onto the ground. I think that would be, the term is sick nasty. Sick nasty good. Guys, you know what's waiting for me after this is over? Waffles. Waffles with whipped cream and chocolate. I just want you guys to know that. I want you to know that for the last hour and a half, and for the next 30 minutes, I've been quietly waiting and craving the reward is waits for me. 6 tribes? Yeah. Uh-huh. 3 to Stelgar. Yeah. Okay, was it Tri-Split Arrows? Never mind. Nobody cares that I murdered an entire family. What was big enough to be an entire small clan. So whatever. He was a bad guy. Somebody saw me and nodded at me, which was fucking creepy as hell. But I mean, fucking, he wanted to have this poor child be fucking murdered and its soul implanted from the baby into one of his own children. That's fucked up, mate. I do not regret kicking his ass. And, maybe feel a little bit bad about killing, like, all his companions and his warriors and his friends, who were probably good people and nothing to do with it, but they attacked me. It was self-defense after I killed the leader. Does that count as self-defense? I wonder what that counts as. If you... Okay. Question. There's 3 people. 2 of these people are best friends. The third person kills one of the 2 guys who are best friends. But then puts the gun away and says, I'm not gonna kill you. I will never kill you. You're not in danger. I'm not a threat to you. Can that guy pick up the gun and shoot the killer and not go to jail? Or would he go to jail because he wasn't killing in self-defense?
Estremor.
What stands before me? I don't see Estremor often, and believe me, I see many things. Perhaps you them too? Oh shit, you're a druggie. This dude is hardcore drugs. Oh my god, golden celery? Burned lady? A potion of power.
Huh?
Fuck you, mate. I want your drugs. I want your narcotics, your heroin. Oh, we got a cat! Hi, cat. Can't click the cat. Okay, let's make the ultimate test. A test that leaves no... There's no way people will not object to this.
Let's go.
It had to go back home to its people. Keep killing. Yeah, just keep killing.
My mind feels
Everybody dies, somebody quits. Dragons.
Let's go.
I want to point out that it's still here, by the way. The stag or the deer. Oh, no, it's dead. Because the guy's bonded with is dead. So we just killed a child, a kid, for no reason.
Hi?
I want to talk to a deer.
Hey.
This is a lot of trouble to go to. You sure don't want to just wait around for deers to come and try to kill you? Well, listen on. And on 7A. How you doing, buddy? So, I mean, if nothing else, we did discover a way to, what do you call it? To break into orbit.
Yeah?
We managed to hit escape velocity with a stag. Which happens to not be that fast. Just really oh, cello! Yeah, more of the torture. Knowing about the Inquisition within Theos' own Lenki faith. Hello, bear! You stay the fuck away from me. I will kill you. I forgot what you did to me earlier. Guys, Father Nonwin?
Can't stay down here. Someone must go to the nest eventually.
Hello. 2 Wood Elves, a man and a woman, wear colorful robes embroidered with a matching emblem, a winged egg. Apart from their clothing, they couldn't be more different. She folds her arms and continually scowls at the broken walls around them. He, on the other hand, mutters prayers, his shade-dappled face as tranquil as a cloudless sky. Bringer77 asks, what type of watcher are you playing? I don't know, just a watcher. I'm a good guy. I'm benevolent. I don't know if there are different
Just
types
how
of...
are we supposed to worship the Sky Mother from among the weeds, hmm? This is a disgrace.
Uh-huh.
Calm yourself. We should be grateful that she protected us from the winged terror. Besides, even here we have a visitor.
These motherfuckers are the people we saw in our vision. Actually, pushing my glasses, I received a vision from Hylia. She bid me to speak with you about the menace to shadow of the temple.
A vision from the goddess herself?
Yeah.
What a rare and fortunate blessing.
Dude, I know. Your vision to reveal the menace is dragon. What? No! Nobody said anything about a fucking dragon! Though I am a dragon slayer. Alright, I proved that. In Baldur's Gate. No. Baldur's Gate 2. Throwing a ball. Icewind Dale? Did I kill a dragon in Icewind Dale? I don't think I did. Did I? I don't think I did. But I have killed dragons, right? To be honest, I expected the Sky Mother would summon a whole flock of warriors to fight this monster. Despite your fame among us, I fear so few would be like sparrows attacking an eagle. I am a sparrow with the fucking 45, alright? I will post a cap in that eagle's ass. But if Hylia's tasked you, then who are we to doubt? And when it's right, however, you must prepare yourself for a powerful and crafty foe. The nest and the dragon are perched atop a mountain beyond the North Weald. Follow this trail into the wilderness and then look for another path carved into the cliffs. May the Sky Mother's blessing aid you. Alright, nice. Oh, Nightbringer77 says, I was asking about your class. I like the druid myself. I'm a chanter.
Yeah?
I'm also, I'm a chanter, and I am a bloody hell. I'm a character from Dark Souls. As you can see, a Dark Souls outfit, Dark Souls hat, a sort of Dark Souls weapon, and a sort of Dark Souls shield.
Hmm?
Hello, bear companion. No, it was no very Dark Soulsy as her summoning dragons and creating frost landmines just from chanting and speaking. Hello, torture. It's not torture. Oh, and this is not stealing. That is trucks, though? More not stealing. Excellent. Somebody just left lockpicks behind.
I hope our duties won't require us to linger too long.
Oh, shit. Oh, look at this. I'm assuming this belongs to Rimrgandur. Oh, this is the way to Burial Isle. Gallo and Smaw. So these must be temples. Hylia Shrine. Yeah, Gallowin, Hylia, Rimrgandur. Where's Andra? And Whale. And Eothas. Drink water there, sorry. Welcome to Nunfrost. Most of the temple is currently closed for sacred ceremonies to Rimmergand. Just trying to see you right. You're welcome to make your offerings to Rimmergand here, but the rest of the temple is off limits. Why? As I said, we're in the middle of sacred ceremonies. They're rather complex, and we don't permit outsiders to witness them. Elders of my clan are rather touchy about them, which is why you should visit the shrine and take your leave. Rimmergandur, he's a god of cold, entropy, and collapse. I think he's the one to be with a merciful end in the shadow, and defeat creation elsewhere. Why? In this matter, and in the legacy, it seems the gods are often silent when we most cry guidance. That's true. Yeah. The white that wins. A long journey, but Rimmergand demands endurance. No doubt he'll reward us for ours. I doubt that. He doesn't seem to be that kind of guy. But hey, Pale Elves! We're Pale Elf. We're a Pale Elf. Look at these Viking ass motherfuckers. What's up? It's a place place to pray. I'm not gonna pray to the psychopath though, but excuse me. Sorry. Fish trapped. Hold, Wanderer. Venturing beyond all doors is forbidden. Do not trespass against her will.
Huh?
Fine, asshole. I don't care. Each line and wrinkle is where its weather-beaten frown has been chiseled from the ice. Very good. Oh shit, wasn't here.
He does it.
Oh shit. Never fuck with the gods, kids. Never fuck with the gods. One day, maybe. Alright, I get it. No, don't go through the doors. I fucking know, alright? For the love of goodness. So he says, that's a turn to the gods, be careful. Absolutely, I'm not touching that. I'm looking at it, but I'm not touching it. Hello, Pale Elf Priest. You're a piece of shit, aren't you? Another way in. Quick save.
Finished.
Okay. Alright, sorry. I'm just really curious. Alright, okay, you know what? If I talk to Rimurkandr in the tree, maybe he'll be like, hey man,
Right.
so these busta ass elves or whatever, which you are a part of, are like totally sucking it up and they're like doing ceremony and blowing it. Could you help me like do better? I'm like, shit man, of course. I'm gonna help him out a little bit. Probably through incredible amounts of violence and destruction and death and sacrifice. And then I'll get extra points for the gods, you know? Thumbs up. Alright, well, next thing not to do, go to Burial Isle, because fuck that, I'm not doing that yet. Which means we're gonna go to Galwin's Maw. It's actually pretty fucking cool. Look at this. Isn't this cool? Because it is.
And I thought my mother-in-law's house was ominous.
Tips about rogues. And they do the most damage with their weapons. We do not have a rogue in our party.
Arensi has no right to defend that cowering cat in the back of the maw.
Then track her down and tell her yourself.
Alright, well, first thing first, something important. I'm sick of this beetle. I'm bringing Blue Piggy back. There you go. Hi, Blue Piggy. Alright, Einden?
Come to see the great Oernos, Estremor?
No.
He's out for a hunt, but he'll be back. Unlike that lioness, he doesn't stay cooped up in here for long.
Why can Ernest go and fight? What, Linus?
Because she holes up at the back of the maw, surrounded by her pride and the natural hazards of this place. It's not the proper way to meet a challenger. She's got to come out and face Oernos to keep her claim. Anyway, her prime is past. Putting that old beast down would be a mercy at this point.
I'd do it. I could do it. I hate to spoil the tradition of a big showdown, but if she retreats from her fight, then there's no point in waiting. Kill her and that'll be proof enough that she's not a fit champion.
We wait for the big confrontation, but the wait grows exhausting, while Sul hides in the back of the maw. Oernos is denied his victory, and we're all denied the champion we deserve.
Goodbye.
Yeah?
Things to do? Talk to her. Hello, Dustin.
Kareth, this is no place for sightseeing, even for you. The beasts of Galawain's Maw are dangerous, and now more than ever.
What's wrong with the beast?
They won't fight.
What's wrong with that?
It is not Galawain's way, and it is not the way of the Maw.
The Maw has always been home to one great predator. Every so often a challenger comes along and the two battle for territory. But Sul remains in her den, and Oernos can't confront her there. No two mighty predators that are kin hunt from the same stock, and thinning their herds and thinning patience around her too. In this waiting, it's not the deliberate, watchful waiting of a hunter laying an ambush. It's stagnation, tedium, hoping for something to happen. But I'm powerless to act. One half of the fangs will cry favoritism if I try to drag the lioness out myself. I'm unbiased. I could look into it. And a fierce one from the looks of you. No harm in letting it try, I suppose. Anything's better than this endless waiting. If you can somehow bring this to a resolution, these tensions will end. If not, the beast will make short work of you. You don't normally permit outsiders to venture into the Maw, but you understand that you do so at your own risk. And so his lions are likely to attack intruders in sight. Still, perhaps you can coax him to fighting in the bear. Do whatever you can to end this stalemate. Sure. Let's do it. Do you need veggies? Oh, book. Can you take it? It's not stealing. I'm going to take it. Alright.
Hmm?
Keep that book. That's my book now. Hello, Larha.
Tread carefully, Estremor.
You must be Bethel's new Extramor. Truth, when I heard you led another Aeon, I almost went to the pasture of the Six myself to share words. Alright, easy. The other foreigners come this way recently? Glamfullen, worshippers of Rimergant, they claim. Simply looters and defilers by another name. That's the truth. They disappeared behind the doors of Noonfrost, and now our lake turns to ice and the cold creeps ever closer. Oh. Yet Bethel is timid, and she has convinced the other Anamfatha that we must respect these Estramoran and their traditions, no matter what mischief guides their hands. Guess you didn't leave it at that. Except my own sister, one of the finest scouts just knew about the Pale Ale's corruption. I was certain the Ananafatha could not ignore the defilement in Noonfrost once Alwa's own eyes had seen it, but she still hasn't returned. Now I bear the responsibility for her fate. I can't send the Fangs after her without openly defying Ananafatha. I'll look for her. I don't dare to hope whatever catastrophe has befallen Noonfrost does not feel like the work of Kith. But nothing would bring me greater joy than seeing her again. I would take any assistance you can give. So we're gonna do that. We can help her. Your supplies? Ooh. Big Fang. Exceptional. Touch of rot. Pretty good. Pretty good. Not bad. Written conic. Decent. Alright. Extra deflection, actually. But I think my sucker-ass motherfucker has already got a pretty good deflection thing. Yeah, plus 10. Never mind. I don't need your stuff.
Huh?
Thanks, though. Wait. No, tell me what this is. Poopy says, can you talk to animals? You mean mushrooms? No.
Huh?
I can yell at them. Like the bear. Fuck you, bear. You piece of shit. Like that? What's this? What is this? The remains of a broken bridge. Long collapse lead to a deep chasm. The other side of the bridge pierces through the mist at the far end of the chasm, hanging precariously over the steep fall. The broken stones of the bridge, weathered with centuries of disrepair, are scattered along the edge and side of the chasm. A thin mist rises from below. The stones are coated with slick green moss, making them impossible to grip safely. The wooden beams lodged between the stones on either side of the bridge seem sturdy enough to support your weight, however. The remain... Oh. I'll toss your open grappling hook across the kitchen to get through the chasm. What's that? You aim for the wooden beam on the opposite side of the bridge and hurl your grappling hook across the chasm. It strikes the bridge with a solid thunk. The hook snags firmly, digging into the wood as you pull. The rope tightens, taut and secure. You tie the free end of the rope to the wooden beam next to you. You're now going to cross the chasm. The rope tenses and vibrates as it moves forward, gripping the line. Reverberating throughout the underground cave, the creaks of the wooden beams mark your every effort. You keep your progress slow and steady. The crossing is strenuous, particularly as the rope's shaking grows more intense. Hilda's breathing grows labored, and Hiravia's and Sagani begin to slow. At last your efforts bring you back over solid ground, and you reach the other side. So they're tired now. Ah! Kitties! Are you dead? Take your time, though, I guess. We are very tired, and we're gonna lose our resolve, our constitution. Ah, lion! Ah, lion clansman! Ooh, that is metal! Oh shit, is that spell? Oh shit, it's a trap. Oops. Shit! Alright, back up, back up, back up, back up. Fuck, this kitty! Get the kitty! Kill it, come on. Bloody hell. You're hobbled? You're hobbled. Alright, that's enough. Goodness gracious me, you just arrived! Okay, nap time, alright? There. Half asleep, a tide of deafening whispers assails you, chipping away at your senses, at your mind's understanding of itself. Their roars loud over these passing night, their attacks more brazen, less confined to your subconscious. A familiar voice fights its way through the din, calling out to you.
Hey! Hey!
Hey, buddy.
You gotta stop it with that.
You made a noise!
Just about punched you to snap you out of it. You were saying things, but there weren't any words I ever heard. You were shaking so hard I thought you'd crack your spine.
What would I do with a friend to punch me? What happened to the bucket of cold water? Things haven't improved. My mind may be going.
Yeah, so I noticed. I'd woken you sooner, but I thought it'd be nice for you to be able to close your eyes a bit. Folks don't last long without sleep.
Word.
You're twitchy these days. Reminds me of Meyerwald more than I'd like. Anything I can do, you just let me know.
Alright, buddy.
We're close on this one. Hang on a little longer. We'll get you fixed up.
What a nice fucking guy. Oh, hey dear. This is buddy. You turn to the grieving mother. You find her already at your side. A question rises to the surface of her mind like a bubble from the depths, yet her eyes are cast down.
There is something I would ask of you, Watcher. A burden I would relieve. Yet, even the asking is a burden of another kind.
Sure. Ask anything. I'll eat your burden as best I can.
The memories of the birthing bell, the Hollowborn, the mothers.
Oh gosh.
Even knowing that my actions were righteous, necessary, their memory haunts me. I see reflections of the lives I could not save wherever we travel. And when I lie down to sleep, the dreams of empty children and blind eyes are more vivid still. Please, Watcher. I tried once to forget, and yet echoes still tormented my soul. But if you were to cleanse my soul of the memory, I could at last be free of it. Will you grant me this?
How will this affect you? Will it even be the same person?
I will be the same, only free of the memory. My allegiance, my skill, these will still be dedicated to your aid.
There's no cause for you to live with this pain. Very well.
Thank you, Watcher.
As you reach into her soul, you find the memory of the Hollowborn at the birthing bell like a jagged texture in her essence. Probing the memory's sharp edges, even you feel her pain, yet you force yourself to seize it. You smooth away the razor-edged snags, wearing them down even while they tear at you. Carrying such pain inside herself must have felt like living with a stomach full of broken glass. At last, the grieving mother's soul is as smooth and even as a rolling meadow. You have removed all trace of the agonizing memory, and as you draw back, the pain recedes from you as well.
Shall we continue, Watcher? We have much to accomplish.
Oh. Yeah. You're welcome. Motherfucker. Oh, I want to get the looties. Yeah, looties. What fucking garbage is this? Oh, a copper ald. Glenfalthans use relatively large crude copper coins called ald that are worth more than a wooden pan due to their high copper content. Oh, take these. Oh, it's garbage. So, time for us to explore this sick-ass cool cave. Whatever. Find the little lioness. And see what we can do about breaking the stalemate. Well, that is waiting. Has to wait until tomorrow because it's been 2 hours. On Thursdays and Fridays, I raid in World of Warcraft. Thursdays, I raid for 2 hours, and this is a stream at 8 o'clock. But on Fridays, I raid for like the entire evening, starting right after the Pillars of Eternity stream. Because of this, actually, the raid started 10 minutes ago, so I just gotta like jump in and join them. It's been 2 hours. We made quite a bit of progress. Most of it just like exploring and learning things and talking to people. Not a lot of violence or combat, but I see a lot of violence in our next visit. Just a reminder, in 2 hours at 8 p.m., I'm going to continue our playthrough of Sovereignty, Crown of Kings, as Jutland, doing some Viking shit. Last we played, we managed to make a foothold in Colin, and we're going to strive and struggle to hold it, and hopefully capture another province of fortresses, so it'll be easier to hold. And, tomorrow, on Friday at 1 p.m., the daily game... Oh, it's 1 p.m. UTC, no daylight savings. At 1 p.m. we're doing the Blue Estate, or rather Blue Estate the game, which is a on-rail shooter of some sort. I'm really excited about playing that. It looks super good, and people have been just saying really good things about it. I'm very excited. Then again, as always, Pillars of Eternity from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. 2 hours of that. But after that, there will be no 8 p.m. stream, because I'll be raiding. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Remember, if you guys want to follow my streams, I do post about it on Twitter, on the Steam group, which is 10 Turtle Streams. Twitter is 10 Turtle SA, by the way. And Something Awful. And, well, you can always just follow on Twitch or whatever. You know, whatever. I don't know. I'm not your dad. I'm gonna go raid. I'm gonna get some looties. I'm gonna get yelled at for my shitty DPS. See you later, buddies. Thanks for watching, everybody.